It's obvious that in today's society, technology has overtaken a lot of our lives. And growing up as a millennial, I essentially have grown up as social media has as well. In elementary school, I had a MySpace account, I had an AIM instant messenger where you would go home from school and you would instant message all your friends that happened that day. And cyberbullying was very, very real growing up. So that's why social media was a very personal topic for me to discuss. But in today's society, if you look around, everyone is constantly on their phone. It doesn't matter where you are, who you're with, what you're doing, how old they are, the phones are always there. In 2015, a photographer named Eric Pickersgill took several photos and removed the phones from them. In this first photo, you can see a group of 4 women, maybe upper 30s. They're at a social gathering, some type of party, and instead of communicating with each other, they're not laughing, they're not talking, they're just standing there looking at their phones, probably scrolling through their Facebook feed for the day. But they're not living in the moment, and that's the biggest thing that this photo captures. So the act of being on your phone has become a modern day addiction crisis, and social media is the main root of this problem. There are many issues that stem from being on social media all the time. Being on social media is making the upcoming generation unable to communicate efficiently face-to-face. In this picture by Eric Pickersgill, you can see a mom and a daughter, and instead of the daughter learning or the mom teaching her something or them playing a game together, they're sitting on the couch and looking at their technology. So when kids are being raised like this is being taught as their number one form of communication. They're not learning how efficiently to communicate face-to-face. And people can say whatever they want online, and when they meet people face-to-face, it's awkward. So if you're being raised as this is your number one form of communication, you're not learning how to live in the moment, and it's scary for what the future holds. Along with the upcoming generation's lack of communication skills, social media has been the root of online cyberbullying and are damaging our mental health of our youth. Kids are starting to self-harm and have mental illnesses younger and younger. This is largely part of cyberbullying online and be able to say whatever you want, but as well as these kids are looking at nothing but celebrities and comparing themselves to that, and that causes them to have lower confidence and causes self-harm and causes those mental illnesses at such a young age. When they're exposed to all of this, they're not really developing into themselves and growing any confidence. Social media is consuming the lives of our country's youth, and it's not for the better. Being on your phone all the time enables you to make a lasting, intimate relationship. In this picture, you see a couple laying in bed. There's no communication, no intimacy. They're sitting back to back on their phones, probably scrolling through their Twitter feed as well. And this isn't good for our relationships nowadays. Researchers from the University of Essex found that people who discussed personally meaningful topics when phones are around, even if they weren't on them, that they reported having lower relationship quality and less trust in their partner. They also felt that their partner was less empathetic towards their concerns. If you are in a relationship and you're having all these trust issues with your phones constantly being around, it's unhealthy. Not only is social media damaging to us mentally and to the people around you, but it's also physically damaging your body. In this picture, you can see 3 friends sitting on a park bench all on their phones. Again, they're not communicating, but if you see the way that they're sitting, they're all looking down at their phones with their backs hunched, and this causes your back problems. Because whenever you're sitting hunched all the time for long periods of time, then your back is not able to have correct posture and it forms bad habits. So back problems are growing, especially in our youth when you're constantly on it, so that's starting health problems at an earlier age as well. Also, when you're constantly sitting on your phone or scrolling through your social media and just being a couch potato, you're probably not being very active or going out and exercising, and this is causing the huge obesity in America right now because people sit on the couch all the time and they scroll through their daily Instagram and they're not out being active in the world. The last major health side effect from social media and constant phone use is disturbed sleep. Every night when you go to bed, you're probably laying on your phone, scrolling through your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you have, and you're not falling asleep. And it's because that addiction is so strong that you are staying up later and waking up earlier, and you're not able to get the sleep that you need. Aside from the addiction, when you're trying to go to sleep, the light exposure from a cell phone can push back sleep twice as long as coffee does. That statistic alone was a little crazy to me, because you think even if you decide to put your phone down, that light exposure that you've had all day still has that lasting impression on you. To stop this up-and-coming epidemic, I have 2 recommendations. The first is to simply be present in your own life and delegate time for social media. Go about your day, communicate with your friends and family and strangers on the street, and go to work, do your job, and then once you have your important tasks done, whether that is working at your job or if you have household items or gotta go run some errands, do the important things first and then delegate your time to social media. Have your 30 minutes on your Facebook feed as your reward, and then be present in your daily life. My second recommendation would be giving up, if your social media, giving it up completely scares you a little too much. Just try to utilize your time better online. Instead of constantly refreshing your Twitter screen, try to scroll through the daily news or try to learn about something new that interests you. Being online doesn't have to be all bad. We just have to be aware of our decisions and try to strive to be better. Thank you.